How's it going, guys? It's Friday afternoon. School was out yesterday. I just want to talk about something that's been bothering me for a long time. I think our people already know what I'm going to talk about, but I'm just going to show you in detail this time. Mary Rose has had this house for 15 years. This is a band house, Eskasoni band house. They're responsible for fixing the roof, the oil tanks, the steps and stuff, because Mary Rose pays the band a fee every month that goes towards her mortgage, I think. Now, over the years, we've invested money on the property. We've put this fence for security. People were breaking into our house 3-4 times in a row by the time we put the fence up. We put these things, these play structures for the kids. We built a garden to feed ourselves. Last year I fixed this driveway for Mary Rose. This driveway cost $3,000 for me to fix. And I financed it. I borrowed money for the bank. Everything that I put on this property I financed. I borrowed money from the bank and I pay it back. I even put Mary Rose has MS, and in the winter the furnace doesn't heat her up, so she freezes all winter. We're okay because we don't have MS. It's 22 degrees in the house, we're fine, but her, no. So I put this wood stove in. That's an investment that I'll never get back. I mean, I paid $5,000 to have that stove put in a band house that I don't own. And that stove, I'll never get a return on it, but the return I got is seeing my girlfriend that I've been with for 15 years that has been suffering from MS. She was warm this winter. She spent the whole winter by that stove. And you know what? I'm still paying for that stove. I'm still paying for this driveway. I'm kind of still paying for that garden. But you know what? That garden's feeding my family. That fence is protecting it. This driveway is helping us park closer to the house when she can't walk. People say, well, why doesn't she just stay home? Well, obviously you don't know my wife. She's very independent. She doesn't tell me where she goes. She just picks up and she goes. When she can barely walk, she still wants to go and she still wants to be independent. But we're having a problem. See, I've been here with Mary Rose, and people seem to think I'm some kind of a millionaire or a rich guy. But what people don't know is that I'm on disability from Quebec. I'm not going to get into the reasons, but it's all legal. We went to court in Quebec. I've been on disability since 1998, and I get disability for my illness. And Mary Rose, she doesn't get disability. She doesn't even get proper social assistance compared to the province, and her band won't help her because I'm here. And they assume that because I can fix her driveway, put a wood stove and all this stuff, they assume that I have money and I can buy this. And they assume that, well, if I can fix her driveway, put a wood stove in a garden, then I might as well fix their band step too. Well, what they don't realize is I financed all of that. I still owe everything I fixed on this house. The downstairs, when I had to fix the rooms, they wouldn't fix the downstairs for the kids. We have 5 kids in this house, 1 teen, 1 adult, plus us 2. And we only have 5 rooms, and we were like that for 5 years, and nobody would help Mary Rose. She would, ask, can you guys help us fix the basement so the kids could have a room? They wouldn't do it. They said, ask the white guy who's living there. I'm like, dude, we're not asking you to rebuild the house. We're just asking for help, not to pay for everything. We're not assholes. We can pay for some of it. But look at this step, okay? Every link on this step is gone. All right, This is what's holding our step. We got 5 kids running up these steps every day. And every day I look at these steps and I wish I was a carpenter. If I was a carpenter, this wouldn't be an issue. I'd change this whole section and repair it myself. But I don't know how. The band doesn't want to help. This step is about to fall off. I don't know when. I don't know, when it's going to happen, but it's going to happen. And everything you see that I built over here, it's crooked. I don't even measure. I just put it together and, I'm growing stuff out of this. I don't need to live out of this. That play park was all pre-cut and whatever. All I had to do was bolt it together. Same with this greenhouse. But when it comes to figuring out the elevation of a wheelchair ramp and starting cutting around stuff that's attached to a house that's not even mine or that's not even my girlfriend's, that's when it gets freaking tricky, So we're not asking for $1 million. We're not asking for, for all this stuff. We just want you guys to fix this stair. If you can put a used ramp in there, it would be nice, because Mary Rose, she don't feel well lately, She's looking good now because it's hot. But those damp days and whatever, my God, she can barely move. So, this got nothing to do with me. It's got nothing to do with, it's got nothing to do with me. It's all about her and my kids and this band house that Mary Rose pays rent on. She pays bills on this house. She fixed everything. She keeps up with it, this house. I help her. But there's things that we feel that we can't handle, like this step. We don't know how to fix it. If we knew how, we'd do it ourselves. But they don't want to help us. And I don't get it because, I fought for my disability in Quebec. In Quebec, they gave me disability. And they recognized that I have a disability. But here on Reserve, Mary Rose has MS, which will eventually kill her, by the way. My disability won't kill me, but it will kill her. But they won't acknowledge that she has a disability. They won't acknowledge that she can't barely make up these stairs sometimes. We could use the front, but in the winter it freezes up because the front door they won't fix either. It's leaking. And we're trying our best to keep up, but Mary Rose is sick. She's got MS. She doesn't even get disability. Compared to me, she's getting peanuts, And we're feeding our kids. We're doing okay, but there are things that we can't handle, like this step. Come on, guys. You guys are building steps all over the reserve. How much does it cost to make a freaking step and add a used ramp for a girl that can barely walk at times? Doesn't take much. And it has nothing to do with me. So I don't know what the hell the problem is. Look at these kids. All day long.
Hi, bro.
All day long. Up and down, up and down.
We're going swimming.
Good. Careful. All day long. All day long. Up and down. I love you too. All day long. Up and down the stairs. There's nails sticking out of them stairs. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I hope it gets done. Nobody comes here to talk to her.